Well, it's only been 2 weeks since the last live comm, and I realized that we have 3 games in 7 days, one of which is the game we're playing today, our Coupe Ligue game. And if that wasn't bad news, the fact that we have a couple players out injured, well, that's certainly up there. My name's FM19, and this is the Ritornu Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 43. Well, Brigado broke his ribs in the Lorient game. Safo Mabai twisted his knee in training, so he was out for the game against Saint-Étienne. But I don't know that it would have mattered because they absolutely thumped us 5-1. I think there were... You know what? I can check here real quick. Yeah, there were 3 disallowed goals. They had 2, we had 1. And ours was highly, highly questionable. Anyhow, Saint-Étienne had 19 shots, 9 on target. We had 8 and 3. We had the possession advantage, but we didn't do anything with it. It was more playing keep away than anything else. Diabate had a brace of goals. Spracati had a goal. Renteria had a goal. 2 of those goals were in extra time, which was just insult to injury. Joaquin Medina had an own goal off a set piece that really could have gone either way. It could have been attributed to one of their players, but I think they just gave it to Medina because the ball kind of sort of touched him before it went in. So those 2 extra time goals. So that was just, it was a 3-0 game until the 92nd minute. And then for whatever reason, FM decided to be FM19 and give 2 extra period goals. It was just freaking ridiculous. No 2 ways about it. Today, though, we're playing Lille in the Coupe Ligue third round match. So I'm going to set the best 11. You know what? We'll probably do Monaco as a live comm as well because... Heck, this intro is only 2 minutes long, and I know I've got about a half minute of editing I can cut out of there. So, it'll be a double live comm today. Lille and AS Monaco. And here's what I'm talking about. A game on the 28th, a game on the 1st, a game on the 4th. And then we've got a game against Rennes on the 8th, a game against Lens on the 11th. And then we have a nice break until the 25th. I was hoping for 4 points from these 4 games. We got the 3. Can we strike lucky? We'll have to see. So I'm going to check the best 11 and the reserves, and we're going to be back with the Coupe Ligue game against Monaco in just a bit. Well, today we are away at Lille, and we are playing our 4-2-4 with the asymmetric defensive midfielder. Zamblé in goal, Sacha, Medina, Cristiano, and Resic as the defensive back 4, Soldevilla as the defensive midfielder, Marjman as the midfielder, Diallo and Quincy as the attacking midfielders, and Foster and Frank up top as the strikers. Zamblé, up to Ronaldo. Sends it back to Zamblé. Sends it long towards Frank, who loses control to Pereira. He sends it back to Guilherme. Over to Pereira. Up to Baudry. Over to Baranek. Up to Benzia. They're at the midfield. Long pass towards Cordoba. Gets it. Crosses it in. Aman's there, but he skies it over the crossbar. Zamblé. Out to Medina. Up to Sasha. Over to Marjman. Back to Sasha. Back over to Marjman. To Sasha. Now we're just playing keep away. Soldevilla has it. And he's dispossessed by Baranek. Who drives forward Bautista. Who scores. Guys, come on. Was it disallowed? It was disallowed. I missed that. He must have been offsides. Aman, corner kick in. Baranek off the wall. Out to Resic, to Marjman, and the highlight ends. I was busy setting my noise filter. My laptop fans kicked on. And when they do that, they leave a very visible sound. A very obvious sound that you can hear. So I had to readjust my filter to take that into account. And a Gam on the corner kick. No offsides there. And I practice set pieces too. Oh, Zamblé almost got a hand on it. Magnan sends it up. Marjman knocks it down. Foster kept on running The hell was that? You are kidding me. What the hell was that? Mother... I can't even commentate. Sotavia to Diallo. Back to Sotavia. This is the second half kickoff. Margman up to Diallo. Sends it in. Foster's there. High and left. What the actual F was that? Amon from outside the box, off the post and out of bounds. 60 minutes in. Badri with the throw in to Baranek. Sotavia knocks it away. Foster has it. Almost loses it, runs it down. Cross it to Frank. And he scores. We get one back. Well done. If we lose this game on that sort of own goal, Sotavia picked up a Knox. We're going to get him off. We're going to bring Bernade on. Going to bring on Leroy for Resick as well. Sasha with the throw into Marshman. Back to Sasha. Over to Queensy. Centers it to Bernade. Long pass to Frank, who holds it up. Back to Queensy. Sends it to Marshman. Oh, deflection and in. We tie. They get an own goal as well. Nice job by Frank holding the play up to bring more players into it. I don't know what Pereira was thinking there with that sort of thing, but okay. Still wasn't as egregious as ours, but still. Looks like we're going to go to extra time here unless something happens. Or does it go straight to penalty kicks? And it's going to go straight to penalty kicks. Cucho hits the post. Okay. Frank. Nice shot, Frank. Cordoba for LOSC. Lille. I should know what that means. And Bazamble just stood there. Foster steps up. Buries it. Nice. Amon. Oh, Bazamble guessed right. He was just too slow in getting there. Queensy. The keeper didn't even move. It bounced off the keeper and went in. Okay. Nagam. Nagankam. And Bazamble with the save. Oh, he is going to be well worth the money. If Bernade hits this. Bernade hits this. Do we win? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That was particularly disturbing. Holy cow. Unexpected shootout victory. It's nice that one went in our favor this time. I'm going to send my assistant to the press conference. Foster actually scored his first international goal not too long ago. So, and we've got Monaco in 3 days. So I'm going to save the game, take care of the in-between stuff, and we're going to come back for the match at Monaco in just a bit. Good grief, look at that team. Goebbels I know about. I had him on my Palace March save. Very good forward. Peligri's really good. Muller's really good. Golovin, Tielemans, Baumann, Koulibaly, Jago, jeez. Well, we're playing our 4-3-3 with Zamble in goal. Resick, Diakite, Mabai, and Sasha as the defensive back four. Soldafia as the defensive midfielder, with Bernardi and Margeman as the midfielders. Diallo and Manig up as the attacking midfielders, and Foster as the forward. Did this somehow get switched to full highlights? Diakite to Solavia, out to Bernardi. Drives forward, taps to Diallo, back to Bernardi, crosses it in. Foster's there, but it's knocked down. Is that a foul? It is. We're not even a minute into the game. Foster with the penalty kick, and he buries it. Holy cow. I don't expect this to last. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Check something out here real quick. Well, Knops guessed right, but he didn't guess far enough, as I like to say. God, goals and Pellegrini, and Golovin, and Thielman. Oh. Maybe about 10 years from now, we'll have a team as good as that. Resic, over to Bernade. Drives forward, out to Menig. Takes the shot, hits the crossbar, and goes over. Sasha, out to Menig. Back to Marshman. And now his pass is intercepted by Thielman. Barbosa has it, sends it up into space. Pellegrini's going to run it down. He crosses it in. Mueller tapped it over Zomble. He got a hand on it, but it wasn't enough. Baumann with the throw-in to Pellegrini. Crosses it in, knocked away. Gubbles is there. Oh, kicked out by Zomble? I missed that. I thought he was up in the crowd. He must have gotten back. Zomble to Diakite. Up to Sotovia, over to Bernade, to Resic. Back to Bernade. Out to Sasha, who's got help up front if he chooses it, but no, he's going to send it to Bernade in the center. Crosses it in, Marshman's there, and he just wide left. Corner kick in. Take the short kick. Nope, he's going to cross it in towards Mabaye. Bernade's going to run it down, and the highlight's going to end. Something looks off with the animation. I wonder what's going on. He launches it towards Mueller. Nice first touch. Look at that. And he's fouled. Okay, Zomble. Thielmans is going to take this. Yep. Good penalty kick. Resic with the throw-in to Foster. To Diallo. Over to Bernade. Crosses it out to Sasha, who's alone on the right. He crosses it in. Foster's there. Off the ball. Oh, back out to Resic. Man, we've had our chances. Oh, I didn't do a halftime recap. I'm sorry. We've had 6 shots, 3 on target. Monaco's had 14 and 8. They're a lot more match fit than we are. Sasha's going to have to come off here in a minute. Jemerson with the free kick. Up to Golovin. Drives right out to Baumann, who's all alone on the right. Crosses it in, knocked out. Barbosa's there, off the crossbar. Mueller's there. Sasha intercepts it and knocks it away. Okay, it's about 65 minutes in. Resic's going to come over and replace Sasha on the right. Mathis Leroy is going to come in on the left. Frank's going to come in as a winger on the left. And we're going to leave Mabaye in. That could be bad. Baumann runs down the pass. Barbosa to Koulibaly. Back out to Baumann. Sends it in. Gubbles is there. Pushes it just wide right. Too many yellow cards today. 5 minutes left. That's only 2 minutes of extra time. That's interesting. And that's the game. Oh. 22 shots, 10 on target, 2 woodwork hits, 1 clear-cut chance for Monaco. 8 shots, 4 on target, 1 woodwork hit, 2 clear-cut chances for us. Possession was even. We were better tackling. We were pretty much the same on headers. they were better passing. We made them earn it. And that's a good thing. Especially when you consider how many games we played the past few days and the fact that the guys just have not gotten a lot of practice in. And we've got a few more games coming up as well. The scary thing is, and I remember this from my FM19 days, when you get into European football, there are months where you're literally playing 12 games in 24 days. It's just insane. We're going to come back with another double live comm. We're going to come back for Haver and whoever we're playing in the 4th round of the Coupe League. This may change depending on what happens with the French Cup. I'm not seeing that pop up yet. Do I have that turned on? I do have that turned on. If for whatever reason the French Cup pops up around here, we'll play that game as well. But, if the intros are going to be, if the recaps are going to keep being that short and the games are going to keep being that short, it makes sense to do 2 live comms, especially if I can keep the episode 15 to 20 minutes long. So, disappointing collapse. I don't know that I would call that a collapse. We got pretty lucky with the penalty kick in the 2nd minute. We had our chances. We just could not make the most of them. And considering how much better a team Monaco is compared to ours, especially on a player-for-player basis, that's a good result for us. It's not like we got blown out 5-1 or 7-0 or something like that. I'm reasonably sure that's going to come down in the future. But, we're doing well. Let me take care of this press conference here. We'll do the recap real quick. After 12 games, we're on 14 points. 4 wins, 2 draws, 6 losses, a -9 goal differential. We eked out a win in the Coupe League. The Monaco game was pretty hard fought. We got wiped out by Saint-Étienne, but that was just a weird game. Not as weird as the Angers game, but still pretty weird. Our defense needs to tighten up. We've allowed in 25 goals. It's last in the league. We need to finish somewhere in between 15th and 10th if we want to stay up this year. So we need to get to work on that. Hopefully Diakite coming in and being healthy, pairing up with Mabai, getting good rotation going with some of the youngsters. That'll help us out. Well, if you liked what you saw and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can. My name's FM19, and I thank you for watching the Return on Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 43.